Okay, good afternoon to all. Today we are going to discuss about IoT based smart home system or IoT based monitoring, alert and appliance control system using Node MCU and ThingSpeak. Okay. The topics are first one is IoT based smart home system. Next one is DHT11 and LER sensor. Program to interface DHT11 sensor with Node MCU. Next one is ThingSpeak library function. Next one is program to push the sensor data to cloud. Next one is steps to link Twitter account with ThingSpeak to get alert. Next one is there is output on the serial monitor and sensor data in cloud, that is the ThingSpeak. Next one is alert on Twitter account. Next one is appliance control using ThingSpeak. Okay. This is the IoT based smart home system. Okay. Here we are connected the different sensor to the Node MCU. That may be DHT11 sensor. DHT11 is nothing but digital to humidity and temperature sensor. It will give the two readings. One is the temperature reading, one is the humidity reading. And one more sensor we are connected the LDR sensor, light dependent resistor. It will use it for to measure the light intensity. These node we are connected these sensor to the Node MCU. Node MCU will process the data, means it will read the data and process the data, and it will send the data to the cloud using the it will obtain the Wi-Fi facility from the nearest router. And in the ThingSpeak, we want to read the store the data, we want to analyze the data, we want to react on the data. At the end side, at the user side, we are using the mobile ThingView app. Using ThingView app, we can read the data from the cloud, or we can send the data to the cloud using the another app is ThingSpeak app. Here the actuator is nothing but it is a device. It will convert the electrical energy into physical energy. That may be relay module, that may be any appliance control device. Okay. Next one is DHT11 sensor. IoT based smart home system means what is a smart cities or smart home. What is the meaning of smart home means there is a facility, it contains all the advanced technology in the home, so that we can monitoring and control, or we can alert from anywhere in the world with the help of internet facility. Smart is nothing but it contains all the facilities. We can monitor the device, or we can control the device, or we can send some alert to the particular person from anywhere with the help of internet facility. It contains that home contain all the things. From anywhere we will monitor, or will control the devices. We want to control the AC appliances, or we want to control the some refrigerator, or we can control the fans, or as if any gas is occur, automatically send the some alert to the particular person, or automatically door is open when the gas is detected. This is the smart IoT based smart home system. Here we want to interface only 2 or 3 sensor. We want to send the data to the cloud, we want to retrieve the data from the cloud, and we want to send some alert to the particular person to the Twitter account. Here DHT11 sensor, actually D means digital humidity and temperature sensor. 11 is some number, 11 number, 22 number, some numbers are there. Okay, actually it is a sensor. It contains 3 components inside. One is the temperature sensor, another one is the humidity sensor, another one is the microcontroller. Within this chip, within this module, there are three components are there. One is the humidity sensor, one is the temperature sensor, another one is the small microcontroller. That small microcontroller take the data from the humidity and temperature sensor. It will convert that analog data. Actually, any humidity and temperature sensor will give the analog data only. That small microcontroller will take the analog data from the sensor, convert into digital, and it will give the output as a data, means it will give the digital data only. That means zeros. It will give actually 40-bit digital data, 0101010 something. Okay, total it will give 40 bit of data. Out of 40 bits, 16 bits are used for humidity data, and 16 bits are used for temperature, and the 8 bits are used for error checking. Okay. DHT1 humidity and temperature sensor. It consists of three main components. One is the negative temperature coefficient thermistor to measure the temperature. Another one is the small microcontroller. It take the analog signal and it will convert into digital. And the digital signal can be read by any microcontroller or microprocessor for further analysis. Okay. This is the DHT11 sensor output. Actually, it contains 40 bit of data. Okay. Okay. High humidity means suppose the temperature is 38.25 means 38, the integer number goes to high and the decimal fraction will be goes to the low. That is the main difference here. Okay. I have connected DHT11 temperature sensor to the node MCU. DHT11 is connected to node MCU and I want to display on the locally, I want to display on the serial monitor. Okay. For this, there is a library is available in the Arduino IDE to read the digital data from the DHT11 and to separate the temperature and humidity data. Actually, DHT11 gives the 40 bit of data. If you want to calculate 40 bit of data, from that 40 bit we will separate the humidity and temperature. For that purpose, there is a predefined library is there, dht.h. After that, class and class name. My DHT dot read 11 pin number. Wherever we are connected, we should give that pin number. That must be digital only. My DHT dot read 11. Where if the sensor DHT11 is connected to D2, we put the number is D2. Means it will read the data from the D2 and it will store the some temporary variable. Okay. After that, there is another function call is there. My DHT dot temperature will give the temperature value. My DHT dot humidity will give the humidity value. Next one is already we know that light dependent resistor. It is useful to measure the light intensity. Okay. Whenever the light is high or whenever the light intensity is low, it will based on that it will give the some voltage. That voltage is given to the node MCU. From that voltage value, we want to find out whether light intensity is high or whether light intensity is low. Actually, LDR output is typically analog in nature, so it gets connected to the A0 pin of the node MCU. LDR must be give the only analog data, so we must be connected to the analog pin of node MCU. Suppose program to interface DHT11 sensor with node MCU for displaying the temperature and humidity on serial monitor. Now, to why we are discussing about the DHT temperature, because we want to develop any IoT product, IoT based home monitoring, IoT based industrial monitoring, IoT based weather monitoring. There is a minimum sensor is required is the DHT sensor. That is the humidity and temperature sensor. Okay. For that, there is a library ash include DHT.h class and class name. Suppose you want to display on the serial monitor, serial.begin 9600. In the loop, our main purpose is we want to read the data from the digital pin. I have connected my DHT11 sensor to the D2. Okay. I want to read it and it will internally stored in some variable. We are not bothering. Okay. After that, float T equal my DHT dot temperature. It will give the temperature. Okay. It will give. Actually, it will contain D2. After reading D2, it will give the 40 bit of digital data. Out of 40 bits, 16 bits are temperature, 16 bits are humidity. 16 bits of temperature will be found out by using my DHT dot temperature. It will give the temperature, will store in the T. After that, we want to display on the serial mode. Similarly, humidity, my DHT dot humidity will give the humidity value I want to store in H. I want to display on the serial monitor. Okay. Next one is ThingSpeak library. Already we are discussed. There is a ThingSpeak library is there. Ash include ThingSpeak.h. The first command is ThingSpeak.begin client. In order to send the data to the cloud, ThingSpeak.write field channel number means in ThingSpeak server or in ThingSpeak cloud, we are created one channel. They are given one channel number. You can put that channel number. Field 1. The data will be stored in which field? We have the 8 fields are there. Suppose I want to store the data in field 1. D means data. My write API key. In order to send the data, we must aware of what is our channel number, what is the write API key, in which field we want to store it. That is the scenario here. Next, now to read the data from the field also we require what is the channel number, from which field we want to read it, and what is the read API key. Next one is program to push the sensor data to cloud. Okay. Yesterday we are seeing only one LM35 temperature sensor. Today we are connected three sensor. One is the DHT sensor. Another one is the LDR sensor. The library ESP8266 Wi-Fi.h, it contains the definition and declarations of all ESP8266 functions. Next, Wi-Fi client.h, this library is used for to mainly to connect to the nearest Wi-Fi network. Next, ThingSpeak.h used for to send the data to the cloud. Okay. After that, our purpose is we are connect the node MCU. Node MCU is nothing but Wi-Fi based board. First, we should connect that node MCU module to the nearest network. Nearest network means your Wi-Fi hotspot name and password you should give. Then only it is connected to the your network. From that, it will obtain the internet and it will send the data to the cloud. Next, SSID means service set identifier. That is the network name. Next, password. Next one is we should give our number is 7713594. After that, write API key and read API key. Next in the setup, serial.begin and Wi-Fi.begin is for to initialize the Wi-Fi to connect to the nearest router with the required network name with the required password. After that, we want to check. Initially, we want to check whether the node MCU is connected to the your hotspot or not. That is the main criteria. In order to check, there is a statement here while Wi-Fi status not equal to wireless. WL means wireless connected. If it is not connected means it will goes to within the loop. It will give the dot dot on serial monitor. If it is connected means then serial dot println Wi-Fi is connected. Then only we will send the data to the cloud. Next in the loop, our main purpose is to read the DHT11 sensor. That is the command mydht.read11. It reads the digital DHT value stored in some temporary variable. Mydht.temperature will give the temperature. Mydht.humidity will give the humidity. We want to display locally. We want to display on the serial monitor initially. After that, there is a LDR sensor is there that is connected to A0. Locally, I want to display on the serial monitor, that is the L. After that, one by one, I want to send those values to the ThingSpeak. ThingSpeak dot write field, my channel number 1. Here 1 means field 1. T means temperature. The temperature data will be stored in the field 1 of the in our account. Okay. Next, update my write API key, delay 15,000. ThingSpeak cloud only, they are only saying that it will take 15 seconds of time to update any values. So that's why we are putting the 15,000 seconds. And that means 15,000 means 15 seconds. Next, ThingSpeak dot write field, my channel number 2 means field 2. In field 2, I want to store the humidity value, my write API. After that, 15 seconds. After that, I want to store in L means LDR value. LDR value stored in field 3. Actually, total we can create 8 fields. Out of 8 fields, we are using only field 1, field 2, field 3, and field 4. Field 4 for to control the to send the command. After that, that is for to send the data from the cloud. To read the data from the cloud, ThingSpeak dot read integer field, my channel number 4. We are sending the yesterday you are sending the commands field 4 equal to field 4 equal to or field 4 equal 1 means 1 will be stored in the field 4 or 2 will be stored in the field 4. I want to read the data from the cloud. That is done by ThingSpeak dot read integer field, my channel number 4 data, my read API key. Okay. Next one is serial.println command received from the ThingSpeak. Just if r equal 1, if it is 1 means I want to turn off the LED. If r equal 2 means, we are sending the 2 means I want to LED on. Why we are putting the low means generally LED should be, if you are giving the 5 volts, it should be on. Okay, for 0 volts means off. But here LED is reverse means the cathode of the LED is connected to the D4. The anode is connected to 5 volts. That's why if you are giving the low, it should be on. Okay. Up to clear? Up to now, all of you clear? How to send the data to the cloud? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Just we want to read the data, and using some of the predefined function, we are pushing the data to the cloud for every 15 seconds. Okay, there is a, now to read the data from the cloud, there is a predefined function ThingSpeak.read integer field. It read the data from the particular field. If it is 1 means do something, if it is 2 means do something. That is the monitoring and appliance control system. Okay, next, suppose if any values are exceed, I want to get the alert. That is done by only ThingSpeak platform only. In the ThingSpeak platform, we need to set the some parameter. If the temperature is greater than something, I want to send some message to the particular account. That is done by the in a ThingSpeak account only. For that purpose, we need to link the our Twitter account with ThingSpeak. Okay, we need to add our Twitter account with ThingSpeak. Here, steps to link Twitter account with ThingSpeak to get the alert. In order to get any alert, we need to link our Twitter account with the ThingSpeak. The steps were, these are some of the steps are there. Step 1 is go to apps. Okay, this is the your ThingSpeak after sign in, after login in ThingSpeak account. You can go to apps, go to ThinkTweet. That is the step 1. Step 2, okay. After going to ThinkTweet, it will asking the, we can click on link Twitter account. After first step is go to apps, go to ThinkTweet. There is a window will be open. After the window, you can click on link Twitter account. After that, okay, you can click on authorized app. You can click on authorized app. In that, it will ask what is the Twitter account name, ID, and what is the password for your Twitter account. After that, if it is successfully linked, we will get the, as suppose in my channel there are 2 links are there. One is my, another one is there is a Sai channel something here. After successfully created, there is a window will be open. Your name will be appear here. Means it is successfully linked with the my ThingSpeak account. After that, this is the step 2 to link or to add Twitter account to the ThingSpeak. First, you can go to apps, go to ThinkTweet, and after that you can click on link Twitter account. It will ask you what is the Twitter ID and what is the password. After that, if it is successfully means it will link with the ThingSpeak. It will show the your ThinkTweet ID, Twitter ID. Okay. Next one is step 5 is go to apps, go to select React. Okay, go to apps. Within that, you can go to React tab. Okay, within that there is another window will be open. You can click on new React. Okay, click on new React. Within that, there is some of the fields are there. You need to enter. Means when we want to get the alert, when we want the alert, if the temperature is exceed something, or LDR is exceed something, or humidity value is exceed something, when we want to alert, when the temperature is exceed, or LDR is exceed, or humidity value are exceed, or if any, suppose fire sensor is there, if the fire value is more, or if the fire is detected, I want to get the alert. That is done by the ear only. Here, in the within that we can give the React name. You should give any name. Condition type. Condition means our These are the some numbers are numeric numbers only. Condition type is numeric. Test frequency is on data insertion. Condition if channel. Suppose I have the 4 channels are there. You should give the what is the exact your channel name. After that, field. What is the field? And temperature, LDR, humidity. Suppose I have taken LDR. Field 3 is the LDR. When we want to get the alert, is it greater than or less than or equal? Some of the options are there. Depending on the requirement, you can put. Okay. I put the LDR is greater than 600. I want some hash. Here there is a field. Field 3 is the LDR is greater than 600. Action is select the action type. Here the so many action types are there. We can give the twin tweet, write the tweet message and Twitter account. Here, what suppose we want to some message in the Twitter account, you put that message in the air. Suppose light intensity is high, so turn off the AC bulb if required. I need that message. Whatever the message I need, that I need to put in that message box. After that, we can link with that using Twitter account. Run action each time condition is met. After that, save React. Okay. Practically, we go to that. Are you able to see the ThingSpeak window? The step 1 is, this is the procedure to link the Twitter account with ThingSpeak. Step 1 is go to apps, go to ThingTweet, and click on link Twitter account. Okay. Generally, it will be asking the what is the username or what is the password. But I have already linked with the Twitter account. So authorize ThingTweet to access the your account. Click on this. Okay, read means I have already successfully linked with the ThingTweet. Next one is go to apps, go to React. Okay, go to new React. Suppose should give any name. Temperature. The temperature value is condition type. Is it string or is it status or is it numeric or is it geographic location or no data check? Our temperature is the numeric data. And test frequency. At what time you want to compare this value? On data insertion means for each time or for every 10 minutes or every 30 minutes or every 60 minutes. They are given 4 options. On that we are selected on data insertion. If you are selecting the 10 minutes means it doesn't do anything up to 10 minutes. After 10 minutes only, if the data is exceed, it will do something. Next one is channel. You see the channel, there are 4 channels are there. Our channel is IoT based sensor to cloud system. Next, what is the field? Suppose I want to do the field 1 only. Field 1 temperature is greater than or less than. Some of the options are there. Suppose temperature is greater than. Suppose I am putting the 28. The temperature is greater than 28. Action. Here so many things are there. Think HTTP, MATLAB analysis, think tweet. Our action is think tweet. Next, then tweet. What message you want? Suppose temperature is exceed. So turn on AC if required. Some message that may be anything. Okay, using Twitter account. This is my Twitter account. You can send the alert to any number of person, any number of authorized person, not only me. Suppose I want to send the data to others. Save React. Okay. Suppose what is the temperature we are getting?
Manoj, charging and
I put the light intensity is high, so AC bulbs are off if required. I got some message if the temperature or if the light intensity is high or low. I got some message. This is the how to link Twitter account with ThinkSpeak to get the alert. Are you able to understand? After 1 minute, please all of you log in once again. All 53 members you can rejoin after 1 minute. Are you able to understand? This is for IoT based monitoring and control and alert system. Okay, this is for output on serial monitor. The temperature is something, humidity is 88, LDR ADC reading is 770. Sensor data is sending to